Hey everyone, it is your boy Jack here, and I was watching a live stream, I was watching a live stream from this YouTuber, just a Rican, and his comics, aka Rod, and everything. The main reason why I was watching it was he DM'd me like a day before this live stream, and he's like, "Hey, I'm on shouting out some small YouTubers. I could feel if you want, I'll shout you out and everything." So it's like, heck yes. Any moment where I can get some um free publicity whenever like that isn't bad, I'll take it. And honestly, had this really great live stream, or watched the live stream. It was really great conversation. Get really great to see some people in the comic community talk about comics, talk about the talk about the industry and how it's sort of been impacted and everything. And it was just really great to like talk and hear about all these things that are going on. I'm sorry, I know it's sort of shaky right now. I'm filming this on my phone, and yeah, I'm sorry, it's like level 9 earthquakes right now. I'm just trying to like stabilize it out or whatever. So yeah, it was a really great live stream, and it really got me thinking about ways on what I can do to help support the comic community, and whether it's like YouTubers, comic book stores, comic book artists and everything, because the community and the industry itself is so big. And they, like, in this stream, they talked about a lot of different ways to support it and everything, and I'll leave the actual like live stream down below. If you want to, you can go and check out the ways that they're sort of doing it and everything. I'm gonna obviously shout them out and stuff, but yeah, like it got me really after that stream, and even in the middle of that stream, it got me thinking of like how I can support it. And one of the ways I want to support it is just making this video and sort of shouting out a bunch of people in the a bunch of people in the industry, a bunch of people who are a bunch of stores, a bunch of people who are YouTubers like myself, because I feel like right now, I think something that we all need, and something I've seen a lot, even for me, like being a worker and everything, like an essential worker, is that we need to come together. Like, this is a time that's very unprecedented for everybody, and we need to come together and sort of just like find ways to help each other out when we can. So I'm just gonna grab my list here. I was sort of writing down when that live stream is going on and everything. And I want to shout out some stores firstly. So I obviously want to shout out Stadium Comics. For those of you who do not know or haven't seen the sort of live stream or the comic box or subscription box, they're the company that does that. Feel free to check them out. Feel free to check out their YouTube channel. There's all new comics. They are a local comic shop and everything. Like, they're local to me, even though they're a pure e-commerce site and everything. But all new comics, want to shout them out as another comic shop. Lastly but not least, probably the one I most recently ordered from. Here, I'm just going to grab one of the comics that I got and everything. It is Hill City Comics. Oh yeah, there's my Funkos right there. And I love this, my Gremlins background. Hill City Comics. I want to shout them out. I just got a bunch of comics from them sometime last week, and I'm really excited to read them. But boom! Oh my God! It's the Batman Curse of the White Knight, issue number 8. Ooh, it looks so good. Sorry, I got distracted talking about them. But full out though, Hill City Comics, gotta shout them out too. Some really great stores there. Feel free to check them out. Try to support them. Obviously, if these aren't your local shops, support your local shops. If you're like me and you're in Ontario and there's a current shutdown on everything, and the only ways comic shops can survive are e-commerce, see if you can find a way to help them out. See your local comic shops, just if you can find a way to support them, even a shout out or something, it can probably help them out a long way. Feel free in the comments to shout out like any kind of stores or artists that you want to sort of shout out and everything. Let me grab my list again. But yeah, feel free to do that and everything, because that's a great way to help support comic shops, which are sort of a bit of a foundation of this industry. Another one that was sort of interesting that Rod from Just a Rican and his comics talked about in the live stream was Mainframe Comic-Con. It's this virtual Comic-Con that's happening and everything. I think it's happening this weekend or next weekend. It's around the end of April either way, but it's sort of virtual Comic-Con in a way. There's going to be a lot of people, a lot of celebrities, a lot of artists, a lot of writers of comics and everything. And it's going to sort of be YouTube live streams and everything, panels, all that kind of stuff. So if you've been to a con, or even if you haven't been to a con, it's basically just like a bunch of live streams of different comics and stuff. I believe a lot of the proceeds are going to help support comic shops, artists, and also as well, I think the American Red Cross, don't quote me, but I'll leave their website down below. Because I think that's just, honestly, that's such a cool and smart idea, especially too, because I know a lot of the cons have gotten canceled. Personally, for me, I was going to go to Toronto Comic Con. That did not happen, unfortunately. It did sort of suck. But I'm hoping Fan Expo comes around. But yeah, besides that, feel free to obviously support your, like the comic book writers and everything. And even local artists or even comic book artists as well. I'm going to switch hands here. Sorry about that. Feel free to support your local artists or your favorite artists or writers and stuff. Follow them on Instagram. A really great source that's really cool to see is Ryan Stegman. Ryan Stegman, but also as well, I was going to say Donnie Cates. I was thinking about Thor, that's why. Donnie Cates has a really great Twitter. He's been plugging and promoting a lot of great resources and everything there. Key Collector Comics is doing stuff too as well. They're doing a sort of initiative in order to help support the comic book industry in this sort of rough time right now. And everything. What else? Follow your favorite artists and everything. For me, I'm going to shout out like Jamal Campbell, Sean Gordon-Murphy. Who else? I'm not 100% sure, but any of like your artists that you like, any of your sort of favorite artists and stuff, shout them out, give them a follow. Like Donnie Cates is I'm going to go back to Donnie Cates because I meant to mention this, but Donnie Cates is really cool because he's plugging a lot of this sort of content in order to help support and plug the industry and everything. And I sort of love that because it's like that's what you sort of know he's a bit of a fan. But, or like he's a fan and like a support in the industry and everything. But one of the things he sort of did is he sort of retweeted and made like threads and stuff of different artists and their commissions and all that kind of stuff. Adam Gorgum's actually a really good one I want to shout out too, because I really like him, as an artist as well. Really great Twitter videos and everything. But yeah, if you can find a way to support your local or support artists, writers, comic book shops and everything, it's great because it brings people together. It helps out the community and everything. Sorry, I know I'm talking for a while right now, and I know it sort of seems like I'm repeating the same stuff, but yeah. Lastly but not least, I sort of want to shout out some of the YouTubers and everything. Obviously, as I mentioned 3 times now, Just a Rican and his comics, Comics Bueller, John's Comics with Kids, Perry's Comics, Comic Tom 101, Flix and Comics, Mynd Collectables, Comic Tom 101, Fred Hall Direct Edition, who else? I don't know, like, I think this is a time that's really interesting, for me at least, to see socially and how everybody's sort of interacting with each other. And we really do need to bring each other together and, like, help each other out when we can and everything. And I think the thing is, for me at least, is, the thing, at least for me, is that's interesting is more over the fact that, what was I going to say? Is just, let's support each other. Like, even if you're a comic book YouTuber, we still gotta have that struggle. We still gotta have that grind. That's why I'm sort of inspired to make this video, because look, Rod shouted me out and stuff on his live stream, so I want to spread the love and everything when I can. I want to thank everybody who subscribed. I think it's Carolina Chris 26, Superior Canada, or Superior Comics. I know he subscribed recently. I know I may be getting your names wrong, I'm sorry. But like, if you are like if you are a small YouTuber and stuff, shout out your comic, shout out your comic story, shout out what you can, give support to those people when you can. That's why I wanted to make this video, because it's like, this is an unprecedented time for everybody, and it's sort of good to at least sort of spread the love. So yeah, with all that being said though, and me repeating everything over and over again, I'm gonna get going. I hope that you all are staying safe, staying informed, and also as well, social distancing when you can, shopping, trying to shop only once a week or whatever, because that's definitely important. And obviously, one thing I'll say too is try to, I want to encourage everybody to try to make their own face masks or personal protective equipment and everything, because obviously the medical professionals, they're going through a lot. Like, the courage, respect, the bravery that they're going through, like, they're freaking superheroes. They're modern day superheroes right now, and like, I got mad respect for them. And like that's why I say, like, if you can, try to find ways to make your own personal protective equipment, do some research on that and everything, because honestly, they're the ones that are needing all the PPE right now. Like, we don't really need masks, we can find ways to make them and everything. So that's just that's a part of my opinion, but at the same time, stay safe, stay informed. Comic fam, I hope to see you soon. I know I'll have a video coming out Friday, hopefully. So yeah, besides that though, bye. I'll see you soon.